Today's interview question is, which statement is used to rebuild all indexes associated with a specific table to improve performance? Notice here I have 3 projects here. All the projects, the complete source code will be available to all joined members. Now come to our question is, if you check in the Object Explorer, I have a hospital management project. I'm taking for this example billing table. If you notice in this billing table, I'm frequently updating, inserting and deleting on this table billing. So I want to improve the performance of the indexes. Based on the indexes, so I need to rebuild. The command is alter index all on my table name is billing table using rebuild. This is the command we use. Now let's execute. Commands completed successfully. This command is to improve performance because it rebuilt all the indexes of this rebuilding table. How to create a non-cluster index to an existing table? If you notice in this database, the sales table is there. In the columns, in the indexes folder, notice there is a cluster index I have created on this order ID. Now I want to create a non-cluster index on a particular column of this table. For example, order data. So the query is create index ix underscore order date, which is the column. You can give any index name here on sales, but here in the sales is a table name, but here we need to add the column name order date. I am giving order date. Let's execute the statement. Execute. Commands completed successfully. Let's refresh our indexes folder of the table. Notice here we got non-cluster index I have created. Now today's interview question is one of the mostly asked interview question. What is index fragmentation? How to check a index fragmentation of a particular table? If you notice here in my previous video tutorial, I have created a non-cluster index. Now let's find out that check fragment index. The command is dbcc show config, not config, it's t. Takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is my table name. Let's add the sales to my table name. And the second parameter is my index name, which is the ix underscore order date. ix underscore order date. That's it. Let's execute the statement. And notice here we got it scans all the sales table. We got the logical scan fragmentation, extend scan fragmentation. Here is one more SQL technical interview question. Notice here this is a student underscore table. Now my question is, here is the query, select ID. ID is a column plus 1 as ID table T1, where notice here I am adding not exist. Select 1 from stu underscore table T2, where T2.id is equals to T1 plus ID, T1.id plus 1, and ID is less than select max ID from stu underscore table. Pause the video and check the query carefully. I want the result. What will be the output? Please leave your answer in the comment section when I execute the statement. One of the most commonly asked interview question in SQL beginner level interview, what is bit data type? Explain purpose of using. Notice here I am creating one table, employee table, which contains 2 columns. Employee ID is active bit data type. Now let's create a table. After creating the table, here I am inserting 2 records here. Employee ID 1, employee ID 2, 0 and 1. When I insert, 2 records are affected. Let's check the table. 1 and 2 employee ID 0, 1, which is inserted successfully. Now I am inserting the 3rd record. I am adding like more than 1, like for example 15 I am adding. When I insert this record, it's inserted successfully. Now when I execute this table, instead of 15, I got only 1 here. Why it's taking only 0 and 1? The purpose of using this data type, please leave your answer in the comment section.